Hi everyone, it's Daisy here, and today's video is an unboxing of our Yoseka Green Energel Philography made by Pentel. I'm really excited to show everybody this pen that I have here. As you can see, this is the pen, and included it comes with a pen sleeve like this, and it is a twist type pen. We'll take a little bit of a closer look at the details a little bit later on in the video. But first, just a little bit about like Pentel Energel and how it goes back to Yoseka. This pen is actually like one of the first pens that we added, me and Neil, back when we were just doing our pop-ups. Way back in like 2017, 2018, we started, and we mostly had like gel pens. We were really trying to introduce the concept of Asian stationery to people, how mostly gel pens and like very fine tip gel pens, smooth writing, and the Energel pen was kind of one of the first nicer pens that we introduced. I think back very fondly to the times when we were just like kind of setting up our booths every weekend in our markets, and people would come up to us and ask us for like a recommendation on like a nicer pen, something that would be meant to be for a gift. And I think the Pentel Energel was one of our most often reached for, most often recommended pens at the time. It's just like a really nice pen. It has a metal body, and it's a pen that I myself personally really enjoy writing with. The ink is really nice, and I was just always able to recommend this pen kind of confidently, knowing that it's a good pen and most people will be very happy with this pen. So this year for our Yoseka home release, it's truly an honor to be able to collaborate and release a Yoseka green version of the Pentel Philography, which is a pen that as I was saying, really goes back in the years with Yoseka and Yoseka history. And so for those of you who don't know a lot about Pentel Energel, it is a unique ink in that it's a gel pen that actually dries very quickly. So it has the properties that people look for in a gel pen, which is that it is very smooth writing, but it dries quickly like a ballpoint pen would. So since this pen does have the smooth gel ink and still really fast drying properties, it does make it just a really good note-taking pen and a great pen for lefties and people looking for a smoother writing experience than a ballpoint pen, but still looking for those fast drying properties. This is a closer look at the Yoseka Green Pentel Energel Philography. As you can see, the Energel Philography pen is quite sleek looking itself. A lot of pens have like protrusions coming out in the grip section over here, or rubber bits that make the pen more grippy. This pen does not. It has a really smooth and sleek surface all the way from the top of the pen to the tip of the pen. The surface of the pen is all one even color. It is a kind of a dark forest green color, and it has silver trim, silver accents, and we did have our Yoseka logo engraved right here, as well as on the opposite side it says Pentel. I have a few other philography pens here just for reference. They are all matte finish. That is a distinguishing feature of the Pentel Philography series, and they all do have that Pentel logo engraved right there. Also included with the pen is a pen sleeve, as you see, with a bit of a Yoseka logo embossed here. And then on the other side of it, it's really just plain. It's a nice kind of slim pen sleeve that you can slide your Energel into very easily, and then just put it into a bag. You can also, I guess, use it for a fountain pen. It would probably fit a slimmer fountain pen. The pen itself extends using a twist mechanism. So by twisting over here, that's how you get the tip out. So it's a really smooth kind of twisting process. It feels really smooth, and the refill that the pen comes with is a 0.5 refill, so it's 0.5 millimeters. And the tip of the refill that it comes with is this sort of rounded conical tip. It's not a needle tip, which is an option with some Pentel Energel pens. They do come with needle tip options, but these are the conical type. So it's just a little writing sample for you. One thing really cool that I want to mention about Energel pens is that lots of different bodies are available with Energel pens, and I have some of them here. We have some plastic body versions here with a knock click mechanism, and there are some other metallic body versions as well. And one thing that I really like is that all of these refills are actually interchangeable. So some of these, as I was saying, come with needle tip refills. Some of them come with different colored refills, such as the Infree. This one's purple, and the Infree comes with lots of different colored refills. And all of these are actually going to be compatible with any other Energel pen, including our Philography. So if you wanted to take a pink Infree refill and put it into the Philography, that would work as well. I thought we'd do writing samples on some different types of paper to actually see how quickly the ink dries. I'll do a little bit of a smear test to see if the ink is actually drying by the end of the sentence or by the end of the word. Standard Stationery paper, which is a thin kind of paper that's meant to be used with this notebook, since it does contain 365 pages for 365 days. So I'm just going to write a sentence. Okay, so today is July 18th, 2023. It is humid and rainy because that's what it is today. It's so humid and rainy. I did a little smear test by the end of writing this sentence, and as you can see, it is pretty much completely dry. The only smearing that we saw was on the dotted I of rainy, which would be, I guess, one of the last things that I wrote. There's also a little bit of smearing on the exclamation point now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer. But yeah, I mean, if you write quick and you don't want your words to smear, this ink would work well with your Stationery notebook. Another paper that I'm going to test is MD paper. This is an MD notebook. It's one of our favorites in store. Okay, so once again, there's a little bit of smearing on the word rainy, but really it's isolated to the word rainy, and I'll raise it up there. Okay. And the last paper that I'm going to write on is Tomoe River paper in a Hobonichi planner. This paper is known to be very slow to dry for lots of different inks, and some pens just seemingly never really dry on this paper. So I thought I would give this a test to see how well the Energel ink actually does on Tomoe River paper. I haven't tested this out before because I always write with fountain pen ink in my Tomoe River, but it would be good to see actually how this combination works out. So I did the smear test and it's actually holding up pretty good. There's definitely more smearing on Tomoe River paper than there was on the other two papers, but it is contained to the words written in the second sentence here. So they're smearing a little bit in the it is, and then mostly in the last word that we wrote. So here is a little bit of a closer look at the three sentences written, and you can see the smearing is most evident in the Tomoe River paper, and really hardly any smearing, a little bit of smearing in the last words on the Stology and the MD paper. But overall, this is a pretty quick drying pen relative to lots of other gel pens that I have tried in the Tomoe River paper, and definitely faster than a fountain pen ink, which would certainly smear if I ran my finger over it right away after writing a sentence in a Tomoe River paper notebook. Okay, so there you have it. That is today's unboxing video looking at the Yoseka Green Energel Philography. I hope you all like this pen and maybe you've learned about a pen that would be good for you or good for a lefty or really fast writer in your life. Let us know in the comments what you think of our pen. Thank you for watching. Bye!